Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is being safe. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we know that we need to sanitize. So let's take our sanitizer and we rub inside our hands, around our hands, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be doing computation, plurals, and fractions. For our lesson, boys and girls, let us start on page 20. On page 20, we are going to be doing computation. Today is all about subtraction. It's going to be our job to solve the sums we can see. So, we're going to do the last two together, and I'm going to show you how. Let's take a look at the board. Now, the first one that we can see is 72 minus 1 equals. Remember, to minus is to take away or to subtract. So 72 is a big number. We can't exactly draw 72 sticks and then we subtract only 1. Instead, we can draw 1 stick and then count backwards. That's how we are going to get our answer. So today is all about counting backwards to get our answer. We have 72 and now we need to count going backwards. So we count 1 going backwards. 72, 71, and we cross out that 1. So our answer is 71. Simple enough. Now let's do the next one, which says 17 minus 5 equals. So what we're going to do is draw 5 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have my 5 sticks. And instead of drawing 17 sticks, these 5 sticks are going to help us get our answer. How? By counting backwards. So we will start at 17 and we will go backwards. So if we're going to count backwards, let's make sure we cross out our sticks so we don't get confused. So if we're counting backwards, then we say 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. So our answer, boys and girls, is 12. Remember, we were counting backwards. So if we try again, this time, making sure that we have the correct answer, I'm sure you will also see that counting backwards will help us. So 17 is already there, and we're counting backwards. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. So our answer is 12. Well done if you knew the answer already. So use the method of counting backwards. You're going to start by drawing your sticks for the smaller numbers. After that, you're going to start by saying the bigger number is already there. So you start counting backwards. Check twice because sometimes we actually start by counting backwards and then we go forward again. So you listen to yourself counting. Take your time with these ones and I'll see you when you're done after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Now, boys and girls, let's turn to the next page, page 21. On page 21, we are going to be doing plurals. It's going to be our job to complete the sentences by adding S or ES to the words below. They have given you an example. Those dash are so beautiful. On the dash, we are supposed to put flower, but remember, we are doing plurals. So, to change flower into a plural, we need to add an S, like how they have shown you. Those flowers are beautiful. Now, let's try and see how we know when to add an S and when to add an ES. Let's take a look at the board. So on the board, I have the difference that's going to help you. Remember, a plural means that there are two or many. So the word changes. Instead of having just the singular, we are going to change all of them to plural. But how do we know that we are using S or ES? Well, if it is ES, it's for letters that end with H, S, or X. Now, as you can see, I have 3 letters that end with those ones. So, if a letter ends with H, like the word churches, then you change it to churches by adding ES. So, one church, many churches. Now, the same can be said for the next one. If we have the word box, when we have many of them, we add an ES. So, one box, many boxes. Then, for the next one, if we have the word kiss, we will add an ES to make them many. One kiss, many kisses. Now there are, I think, 2 other letters that can be under ES. But for this exercise, your trick is to find the words that end with H, S, or X. Then you are going to add ES. But for all the other ones that you can see, all you're going to add is an S. Now this one we already know because we were doing it when we were grade 1. If we say one hand, when they become 2 or more hands, we add an S. If we have one cone, like an ice cream cone, then we add 2 or more, they become 2 cones. And then we add an S. And then, if there is only one shoe, but we find the other shoe, then we can say one shoe, many shoes. So we're going to write an S. And then, If we have one towel, but we find 4 or 5 more, then we say one towel, many towels. So here are the words that can add an S to them. But make sure, boys and girls, you are looking carefully. Remember, the ones that end with these ones will have their ES. And then the ones that have an S or they have no S, H or X, we add just an S. Hands, cones, shoes, towels. Be very careful for words that end with E, because some of you might think you have to add another E. No, all you do is add an S. Have fun with your exercise. Take a good look at the sentence before you write and after, and make sure it makes sense. I'll see you when you're done after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 10 different languages.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson and I hope you had fun. I know we had a lot of work to do, but I'm sure you can do it. If you are struggling or you forgot what to do, that's okay. You can always ask an adult for help, but make sure that you finish your work by yourself. So now that we are done, we need to continue staying safe and sanitize. Remember, boys and girls, when we are sanitizing, we're trying to show the world how responsible we are. So make sure that you sanitize as regularly as possible. And don't be afraid to tell other people to sanitize. We are all trying to stay safe. I wonder, where is Soshi? I haven't seen him the whole day and he said he was going to come and visit me. I have no idea where he is. Soshi, oh, you like to sneak up on me, don't you? So, from Soshi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.